5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good morning, Misfits. How are we doing today? I'll tell you how I'm doing. I am fucking tired. Very tired. And not that fucking woke ass sissy bullshit like, oh, I'm so tired of all the division. I'm so tired of the infighting. I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired. No, I'm actually fucking tired because I have a job. Like, I'm physically tired, exhausted. It's why. So, I bring this up a lot because I think what was it? Probably, I would say the last week of November to the first week of January. So I think it was somewhere around like 5 weeks. I had no work. And it's a normal thing, right? It's like, I do home remodeling, which is the construction industry, and I do high-end custom home remodeling. So if you don't have something scheduled for December, you're probably not going to get new jobs in between Thanksgiving and Christmas because nobody wants to do a new remodel between those two holidays. So we were able to do the what's it called? The Rumble Creator Program, where we were doing shows 4 or 5 days a week. And then I just was like, I got thrust back into work because feast or famine. And it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like doing the fucking podcast or posting on X or making videos. It's not that hard. I don't give a shit what anybody tells you. Anybody who complains about how hard it is to be a content creator, it's not that. No. It's not hard at all, right? It's not difficult at all. It's not hard, right? What it is time consuming, right? That's what it is. It's time consuming. So, unless I'm being paid for this, which I'm not, right? I have to do my real job first, and I've been crushing it. With this job. Let me show you guys what I got going on. Cause I'm like, look, there are a couple things that I am just not humble about. Like I will never be humble about my skills in my job. I'm very good. I'm very, very, very good at what I do. So I've got this done yesterday. Let's see here. Oh, by the way, I'll show you this video in a second, but look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this. Do you have any idea how amazing and difficult this work is? That's travertine tile. I mitered right here. I mitered a deco band. Those things are only 2 inches. I'm fucking amazing. This fucking niche. Do you have any idea how difficult this niche is? I had to make all the fucking joints. Look at it. I made these joints line up. These joints line up. I fucking put the deco band in. I did the miters on the chair. I am really good at my job. There is one more thing that I am extremely good at, right? So these are the two things that I refuse to be humble about. All right, I refuse to be humble about my skills in tile remodeling and what have you. I'm also very good at triggering fucking retards. It's a good. That's just something I was born with. All right, the tile work, I have built that skill over decades. All right, I'm a certified tile installer with the National Tile Contractors Association. I'm certified in pretty much every major manufacturer's installation instructions. I've fucking been to conventions and I'm like a famous person where people are like, oh my God, that's Misfit Tyler. I know. Yeah. I use the name. And, but as far as triggering people, It's just because my personality is I don't give a fuck about the trend. I have never given a fuck about the trend. I've never given a fuck about being in the cool kids club, the popular thing. I have always just said what I want to say. Some people will blame that on autism. I'd say mom probably had a few too many Tylenol when she was pregnant with me, but I thank her for it. Because if I wasn't this way, then I'd probably be just like these dumb cunts who are running around with this fucking narrative about, what's really strange is they can't see how they're basically the same as the COVID people. They can't see how they're the same as the trust the science people, right? It's like when there's a psyop going on, when there's like a mass psychosis of fucking just not thinking critically and just running with the herd, these people can't see that they criticized the left for what they're doing. The Epstein files is the new COVID. It's the new Russiagate. It's the new fucking thing. It's the new thing, the trend, right? And it just so happens that these are the same people who fell for the last new trend of blame the Jews. It's all a psyop. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm saying, I explained this on, let me go full screen for a minute. We'll jump right back to that. I explained this on my my episode with Tiffany Brannon, right? Look, here's how it really works. Okay, here's how they do it. Okay, let's say one of your foreign adversaries wants to divide the party, divide the country, just create some type of internal conflict in America. Okay, what they will do is they will flood a narrative onto social media, right? Now, the people that are critical thinkers and the people that aren't fucking retarded, they'll see that doesn't make sense. Or like an example would be Israel's committing a genocide, something like that, right? Or the vaccine is safe and effective, or the 2020 election was the most secure election in history. Like shit that doesn't make sense, but is repeated over and over and over again, right? And then the dummies, glitchy? Are we glitchy? Let's go take a look. If we are glitchy, we should be not so glitchy. And why isn't this popping up on my timeline? This did this yesterday as well. Let me find out what the absolute fuck is going on. Yeah, this happened yesterday too. Here, let me show you guys. Why did I do that again? See how it says I'm live, but the episode is not here on my timeline, so that's a problem. So it says I'm live, and we're glitchy. How do I get this on my fucking timeline? We gotta do something about that. That's stupid. All right, sorry. Something about that. Sorry, we're getting technical difficulties already. Yeah, I don't know exactly. Okay, copy link here. Oh, post this. Here we go. Post this. Boom. Let's try that. All right. Now, are we still glitchy? Or, I mean, I know that was perfect, because we want to pin the latest episode. I got a little bit distracted. I got ADD'd. But back to what I was saying. Okay, look, here's how it works. Frame the narrative, right? Blast the narrative on social media. Now, the NPCs and the bots and the sock accounts and the paid agitators, they will push the message, right? But the capture, the spread of the message, right? It's because of audience capture. Now, audience capture is when you have influencers, right? People who are trying to influence, people who are trying to clout chase, people who are trying to grow their brand and become the next thing. They just say what their audience says, right? That's Candace Owens, that's Tucker Carlson, that's Owen Short, that's all these people, right? Now, I'm not like, there's a possibility that these people are also paid agitators, but it's more likely they're not. I'm not saying it's a 0% chance. It's just, it's more likely that a narrative has been floating around in their comment section and they capitalize off of the narrative, right? So if you care about, if you wanted to grow your page, if you cared about engagement, if you cared about the next thing, if you cared about the new thing, right? You would capitalize off of It's the Jews, right? If you do It's the Jews right now, if you jump on the new narrative of Catholics don't believe in this, or I don't want to be Islamophobic, even though I'm a fucking right winger and fucking da, da, da. If you jump on that, you're going to get a lot of engagement, right? But if you're me and you have a real job, right? If you own your own business, if you are me and you do this for a living, right? If you make $19,000 in a month doing this, you don't need to do that. You don't need to worry about It's the Jews. You can say whatever the fuck you want. And that's my point. These people have made a business out of selling sensationalism based off of audience capture. Is this really live at 8 a.m.? Yes, there are 24 hours in a day, and we are live one of those. Then this is the slot that we're live in. You know, if somebody in the comment section was just like, is this really live at 8 a.m.? Did you know that people wake up before a certain time of day? Multiple people wake up at different times, right? So if there's a day and a time that you go, wow, I think that this is when people do things, okay? And then there's somebody else who goes, well, I actually wake up before that, and then I do things. That's how, I just explained how time works. You know, if you turn on the TV right now, the news will be on too. Yeah. At 8 a.m. By the way, it's 7 a.m. my time. You're probably East Coast. I'm not being shitty to you. I'm giving you a little shit. But whoever's in the comment section, like, is this really live at 8 a.m.? It's like, yeah, wake up early. I have to go to real job. Again, we were just talking about my real job. I have to go to that after this. So I picked my time slot for my show at 7 a.m. my time, so I could be done by 8:30, so I could go to work at 9. That's how I do things. Rumble is glitchy. Okay. So somebody else is confirming the glitch. The glitch has been confirmed. Good. Space potato. No worries. I wasn't trying to be too shitty to you. I was just, I thought that was funny that you were surprised about 8 a.m. Okay. All right. Let's get to the show. Look, fuck you Friday. I love Fuck You Friday, right? It's something that we just started rolling out. We have, now look, I don't get to do the show every day of every week, but when I do the show, there are themes to the show, right? We have Woke Wednesday, Hate Mail Thursday, Fuck You Friday, Just the News Tuesday, and maybe Mondays, right? And I think I'm going to switch Mondays to midterm Mondays, or maybe Massey Mondays. No, midterm Mondays. But it's really whenever I can do the show, I do the show. But I love that we did the show this week on Fuck You Friday because I was getting into it before I got distracted. but let me explain something to you, right? The reason why I opened up with this whole don't follow the trend thing is because, look, this whole you're protecting pedophiles or release the Epstein files. It's the new trend. It's the new psyop. It's the thing that somebody is pushing so that retards, right? Like it only works on dumb people, by the way. Psyops only work on dumb people, You have to be dumb to fall for it, right? And I don't fall for it because I'm not dumb. But Robert Barnes is, right? So this is the protect the pedos, the Dow is up, Trump is God, Massey's the problem. I got front row seating right here. This is great. Cat turd, Gunther. Wow. There's Gunther and Hunter, or Gunther the Eagleman brothers. Anyway, Sean Farish is here, and look, this is a compliment. I mean, with the exception of Loomer, I don't like. Look, I have no big problem with Loomer. She's fucking crazy. She's a crazy person. But if you're putting me in here with Insurrection Barbie, if you're putting me in here with Sean, if you're putting me in here with Laura Ingraham, thank you. But you know what I find really interesting about this? All right. Robert Barnes posted it. Robert Barnes posted this, right? Protect the pedos. Robert Barnes. Protect the pedos. We're about to give a Fuck You Friday to Robert Barnes, right? And you know what's funny is last week, I think Viva Frey was on Fuck You Friday. And they're buddies. Probably unrelated. Let's go see what Robert Barnes thinks about protecting pedos. Now I'm blocked, but I can still look at his shit. Yeah, see? Right there. Let's type in one word to see if Robert Barnes is a hypocrite. Oh, if I'm blocked, can I not? Okay, hold on. Let's try it again anyway. Okay, here we go. No, we're good. We're good. Andrew Tate. Some ask why I distrust the UK and Romanian government cases about Cobra Tate, and this is why. The Tate brothers were mostly apolitical. All right. I've never been in business with the Tate brothers. The business opportunity was political betting fund. Okay. Is that it? Is that it? Okay. There's more. There's more. We'll go to the main search. Barnes Tate. Maybe I have to type in Robert. Maybe I have to type in Robert. But you'll see in a minute. Just stay with me, guys. I know sometimes I take you down these rabbit holes. And if you're listening on audio, you should probably just watch this video. You know what? We're gonna move on. I'm just gonna explain it to you because I should have probably, got this stuff queued up before the show. Okay, let me explain something to you. Robert Barnes has publicly defended Andrew Tate. I think that he even helped him out legally, many times. Okay, so go research that for yourself. But here is Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate 15. Let's just type in the word 15. Okay. Here we go. Andrew Tate's ex-girlfriend Vivian was 19 when she moved out of her parents' house. Her father submitted a letter to Romanian prosecutors confirming she was 19. Everyone who pushed the she was 14 narrative knew this and still lied to you. Here's that evidence from a legal document of Vivian's father confirming Vivian's birthday. September 25th, 1997. Okay? Remember that. Everyone drill this into your head. September 25th, 1997. Do we have it? Good. All right. Here's Andrew Tate openly admitting he's been with Vivian since she was 15.
Girl of 6 years plays along. So Vivian's been. You actually have to downplay your relationship with the girl of 6 years, which is difficult. And I only get away with that because the girl of 6 years plays along. So Vivian's been with me 6 years.
So he's been with Vivian for 6 years, right?
Because Vivian's younger. Melissa's like 28. Vivian's like 21.
Vivian's 21. And at this point, he's been a girlfriend for 6 years. It means that they met when she was 15 years old.
Because Vivian's younger.
They met when she was 15 years old.
Okay. So, when Robert Barnes calls me a pedoprotector and is simping out for Andrew Tate, who was on camera whipping Vivian with a belt. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull that one up quick, but yeah, we'll skip it. Here we go. This is the video where Andrew Tate is whipping Vivian with a belt in 2012. Now, remember, she was born in 1997. 1997, right? The video of him whipping Vivian, a girl he pimped out, in 2012. You take 2012, you subtract 1997, and you end up with 15. So we all can use simple math, his own words, official court documents, all of that, to prove that Andrew Tate pimped out a 15-year-old girl. That's a fact. He sued me for saying that, and that case just got dismissed. He sued me for saying factual words. Robert Barnes is a lawyer who has all of the same information I do, right? I went after Andrew Tate to the point where he sued me because I do not protect pedos. Robert Barnes defended Andrew Tate because he does protect pedos. The only thing that I have said, which is why I'm getting the accusation, the NPC new thing about, I'm protecting pedos, is because I have said the Epstein files are a psyop. That does not mean that Epstein was not a pedophile. That does not mean that the people who are associated with him should not be buried underneath a prison. It just means that it's also a psyop. It means that it's weaponized to divide the right. And I don't fall for psyops. When 100% of Democrats vote for something, I question it. 100%. 100% of Democrats voted to release the Epstein files. Not 80, not 90, not 95, not 99, 100% of Democrats voted to release the Epstein files. Why? I would think that we've all been under the impression that Jeffrey Epstein was mostly in cahoots with people like Bill Clinton. Do you think that if the Democrats thought that there was a smoking gun in the Epstein files, they would not have pushed very hard to release it under Joe Biden so that they could weaponize it against Trump, because the smoking gun was apparently there? Against Trump, not Clinton. No. They all wanted to release it for a reason. So what is the reason? What is the reason 100% of Democrats wanted to release the Epstein files? So that they could weaponize it against Donald Trump. That's the psyop. That's the hoax. And a bunch of fucking morons on the right are playing right into their hand. You guys might as well be wearing 3 masks in your car alone in 2020 because you're so fucking stupid you don't see it. That's my point. My point is not whether or not pedophiles should be executed, prosecuted, investigated, and exposed. They should. I have said many times, if there was a fucking sign-up sheet to execute pedophiles on the front steps of Capitol Hill, if they offered that to the American people, they said, we have a pedophile, you're going to be able to review all the evidence, you're going to be able to decide whether or not he's already been convicted. This pedophile has been convicted. You can sign up to execute him. I'd do it. I'd do it. No mask, no hood. I'd smile while I fucking pulled the trigger. I think they should be killed. Pedophiles are disgusting, right? There are only two types of people whose death I will ever celebrate. Pedophiles and terrorists, right? Pedophiles and radical Islamic terrorists. Let me be more specific, because according to the left, if you don't want your kid to cut their dick off, you're a terrorist. No. Radical Islamic jihadi terrorists. Those two people, those two groups of people, and there's a lot of overlap because, Muhammad fucked a 9-year-old. But there are those two groups of people. I will never apologize. I will let God judge me for openly saying I will celebrate. I will be absolutely giddy when a pedophile gets killed. But I'm the pedophile protector, apparently, according to Robert Barnes. Even though Robert Barnes is defending a guy who pimped out a 15-year-old girl and whipped her with a belt on camera. There are 50 victims named in the Andrew Tate lawsuits that are currently going on. 50. Between civil and criminal, he has 50 fucking victims. 7 in Romania, 42 in the UK, and 1 in America. Last time he came to America, allegedly, he fucking choked out and raped one of them. Bree Stern. I don't know if that's true. I know that it's not good. It's not a good accusation. She has medical records. She has a lot of evidence that suggests that she had a concussion. She said he choked her out unconscious and was sleeping. Look, that one, I don't know. I can tell you what I have been saying since the beginning is I know for a fact that Andrew Tate, I don't know why I'm still on that screen. I know for a fact that Andrew Tate whipped a 15-year-old girl with a belt because it's on camera and he's admitted to it. And I've reviewed the records and she's admitted to it. And everybody knows that she was born September 25th, 1997, and everyone knows the video was uploaded in 2012, and it's on video. I can say that I know, right? Just like I can say Luigi Mangione killed the fucking United Healthcare CEO, because it's on video, right? You're allowed to judge people when you have that much evidence. So, I personally think that when a 20-something, late 20s-year-old man whips a 15-year-old girl, pimps her out, admits that he likes sleeping with young girls, I think that you can call him a pedo. I think you should be able to, right? I mean, unless you're Nick Fuentes and you'll say, that's not even pedophilia. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't even a pedophile, apparently, according to Nick Fuentes, according to all these other people, because, oh no, they have to be prepubescent. It's like semantics. We're gonna argue semantics. No. The word pedo you can use it literally, or you can use it the way that people use it, which is mature man, young girl, young boy, even child. We consider in this country anyone under 18 a child. That's how we view children in America. That's why we don't let them drink and drive. We don't let them buy cigarettes. We don't let them do a lot of things. Those are kids, right? Old man fuck kid. That's pedo to me. Okay. Hopefully, I have articulated my position and the hypocrisy of other people's positions on this subject well enough where we can move on. However, I would like to use Fuck You Friday to dedicate this Friday to Robert Barnes. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're the real pedo protector because you have openly defended Andrew Tate. I have not. I have been sued by Andrew Tate while you have protected him. Fuck you. I'm happy to be on this list if you're the one making it. You fucking cunt. Fuck you. That's right. Fuck you twice. Fuck you 3 times. You know what? It's fuck you Friday, but fuck you Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as well. Fuck you. You fucking projecting cunt. Fuck you. Piece of shit. If I ever fucking see you in real life, I will show you what a pedophile protector does to a pedophile protector. You fucking cunt. I'm fucking done with you people. I'm not even fucking joking at this point. You fucking scumbags need slaps. You really do, right? Fucking see dumbass fucking Benny Johnson fucking chumming it up with fucking Cenk Uyghur. Fuck you too. Fucking, it's one big fucking club and you people ain't in it because all they care about is clout. They don't care about what they're saying. These people don't have any fucking conviction. Fuck you. I'm fucking staying very far away from these fucking events from now on because honestly, I'm afraid I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of you people. Fucking douchebag. Anyway, I think I made my point. Stop falling for the fucking psyop. This is all to take away from the midterms. That's what it's about. It's to take away from the midterms. The only way we look here. Sean gets it. That's why he's on Robert Barnes' list, right? Sean gets it. An increasing number of Americans believe the Democrats are too radical. Their approval rating is in the fucking toilet. They don't have anything to run on. They don't even have a fucking candidate. Like, who do they got? Newsom, the guy who's destroyed California. You think that the Democrats, the base, right? What their base is their fringe. You think that that's how people in America think? Donald Trump, like, look, everyone's giving Pam Bondi shit for saying like, oh, the Dow's at 50 and blah, blah, blah. No, she's right. She was right. She was like, okay, the reason why you guys are focused on the Epstein files instead of inflation, border crossings, the Dow, energy, trade, tariffs, everything else going well is because you have nothing to fucking run on. Right? So their platform is not attractive to growing number of voters. Don't listen to the doomers. The midterms are winnable. The midterms are very winnable. That's why the Epstein files psyop is going on. The Democrats don't have anything to fucking run on. The only way that they can win is if you stay home because you're mad. You're emotional. You are the Epstein files. Bro, who doesn't want the Epstein files? But I mean, do I want it at the cost of the country? No, I don't care. No, I don't. You know, speaking of, I got the show links in the show links are in the description. All right. This is one of the articles from today's news. Okay, who are the 6 men named in the unredacted Epstein files? Right. Democrat representative, blah, blah, blah. The 6 men named by Khanna are Wexner, right? The Victoria's Secret founder, Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem, CEO of DP World and Emir, blah, blah, blah. And 4 others named as Nicola Caputo, Salvatore Nuara, blah, 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 right? Look at this. Nicola Caputo. Nicola Caputo, right? Thomas Massey wants this man's information public so that we can get to the bottom of this because he's a fucking detective, apparently. Okay. Let's go find out what he said about Nicola Caputo. Oh. Inevitably, people who are not in the Epstein files will share the names with people who are in the Epstein files. I have good reason to believe the Nicola Caputo is not the same Nicola Caputo who served as a member of the European Parliament from Italy. The redacted year of birth for the man in the Epstein files indicates that he is more than 10 years older than the former. Okay, so what Thomas Massey is saying is, right, the Epstein files, when you start releasing information to the public and they start putting these fucking Nancy Drew mysteries together and they start going and attacking people, you might be doxing the wrong person. It's almost as if this is what I have been saying to you. There are fucking 6 million pages, dude. 6 million fucking pages. And you're running around like a dickhead, asking them to comb through them in a month, release them to the public, just willy-nilly, right? Which is going to lead to false accusations. It's going to lead to lawsuits. It's going to lead to victims being doxxed. It's going to lead to open investigations being completely fucking railroaded. It's just chaos. So do I want the Epstein files released? Yeah. I just want it released properly. And I think that I personally, apparently Massey doesn't, and the doomers don't. Apparently they think that Donald Trump, even though Donald Trump is the one that arrested Jeffrey Epstein, arrested Ghislaine Maxwell, released the files that we have in a very expeditious manner. Because think about it, Donald Trump is juggling plates. He's going after the border. He's going after the illegal immigration. He's doing foreign trade. He fucking stopped 8 wars. Foreign trade, fucking everything, and they want the entire government to come to a fucking halt over their conspiracy theory about the Epstein files. There's probably things in the Epstein files that you can prosecute. I'm fine with telling the DOJ, can you make us a promise that you will, in a reasonable and expeditious manner, using the resources that you have, can you promise that you will prioritize the Epstein files and release what you can on, let's say, on a monthly basis, right? Like that would have been the better way to do it, right? Like, can you give us a monthly report, right? And release what you can. And we will be fine with that because we trust you, because we voted for you, because you're not the Clintons, the Obamas, the Bushes, and everyone else. It is a different administration. Can you do that? And I'm sure that they would have been like, that's really reasonable. You know what? We will. We will do that. Instead of release all of the files right now, and then we're going to pick through them, we're going to drag you in front of Congress, and going to be like, why did you do it this way? Well, because you fucking told me to. We wanted to do this right. You wanted to do it right now. We're wasting time. This is a psyop. You're dividing the party. Release the Epstein files. Release the Epstein files. We did. You don't like how we did it. You got to get over this, guys. You have to recognize what is going on. The Democrats voted for this reason. It's like, do you think that the fucking Democrats are more principled than you? Do you? Do you think the party that cut the dick off of a kid and called it gender-affirming care is more principled than you? Do you think the party that opened up the southern border, causing the death of Laken Riley, Jocelyn Nungari, Rachel Moore, do you think those people are so fucking principled that they want these files released so they can find the pedophiles? Or do you think that they probably just weaponized it? It's more likely that the Democrats voted for this because they know that anything that was in those files over the past 2 decades is gone. It's gone. You think Hillary Clinton can bleach bit her fucking hard drive in a week and they can't destroy evidence over 2 fucking decades? I mean, come on. Look, and I'm not saying don't try. I'm not saying don't review. I'm not saying don't release. I'm saying if you are prioritizing this over the midterms, you're fucking retarded. They're doing this because of the midterms. They're doing this to distract from the SAVE Act. They're doing this to distract from the fraud in Minnesota. They're doing this to distract from the fact that they don't have a fucking message. What is the Democrats' message? Because I know Trump's. Make America great again. Save America. Right? We're going to cut waste, fraud, abuse. We're going to close the border. We're going to lower your taxes. We're going to do this, and this. What is the Democrats' message? What is it? Tell me. Answer me. Tell me. What is it? You can't because they don't fucking have one. You think their fucking message is we care about pedophiles? We care about victims? You know that fucking most of the victims, almost every victim that was sitting in that hearing was in their 20s when Jeffrey Epstein was doing his thing. And some of them helped him. They were co-conspirators. Now, I'm not saying that they weren't indoctrinated. I'm not saying that they weren't originally victims. They probably were, but so was that 15-year-old girl that Andrew Tate was whipping with a belt, and now she's a champion for Andrew Tate because she has Helsinki syndrome. She has this fucking bond with her abuser where she is now Ghislaine Maxwell. And a lot of these girls wanted to be Ghislaine Maxwell. A lot of these girls, one of them was quoted saying, I'm the Heidi Fleiss of this, that, and the other. You fucking people need to wake up. You fucking people need to understand that when the Democrats push for something, you should reject it. You fucking idiots really think. I am seeing so many fucking morons out there. So many morons out there that are repeating the same shit as AOC and not making the connection. All right. But no, I'm the one. I'm the one protecting pedophiles. Yeah, okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. Let's get to some news. All right. I got the show links in the description. We got 6 stories here. I already just went through this one for you. Look, there is enough evidence. There's more than enough evidence at this point that the transitioning of kids by giving them chemical castration drugs, telling them that they're in the wrong body, and affirming their mental illness is allowing the I don't want to say epidemic. Yeah, no, you know what? That is the right word. Epidemic. Epidemic of school shootings and mass shootings, right? I think it's something like the last 8 mass shootings, mass casualty events have been trans. The major ones, the ones that end up on the news. I'm not talking about gang violence and the statistical, the accurate way of calling a mass shooting, because that happens every weekend in Chicago. But I'm talking about the mass casualty events that you're seeing on the news. Like 8 of them have been trans, some form of trans, right? Non-binary, trans, fucking this. Apparently, this kid shot up people because he was 6 feet tall. It's like one of the reasons why this kid shot up everybody is because he wanted to be a girl, but he's 6 feet tall. So he's like, I can't even look like a girl if I wanted to. I look like a fucking WNBA player, and I don't like it. And bang, 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 bang. Right? It's fucking insane, dude. Let's read it. Earlier today, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Here's a brief recap of what we learned. Okay. Police revised the death toll down to 9 people, including the suspect, after a female victim with significant injuries survived. Good, thank God. A 39-year-old found deceased at the suspect's family residence was the mother, so killed his mother. And the 11-year-old victim was the suspect's stepbrother. Killed his family. I haven't read up on this, guys. This is news to me. Because I don't care. I mean, I don't mean that I don't care. I've already read this story. Right? I've already read this story. I read it with the Nashville shooter. I read it with the past fucking 8. Like, this is just, we have enough evidence now where this has happened over and over and over again. The common denominator is not guns. Police were called to the home after they were called to the school. Those killed at the school were a 39-year-old teacher, 3 12-year-old female students, 2 male 12-year-old students, and 1 13. One victim was found in the stairwell. Others were located in the school library. 2 firearms recovered at the scene, a long gun and a modified handgun. So not an assault rifle. You know what? Good thing you fucking made those dangerous assault rifles illegal, because without that, this would have never happened. Oh, it did. Oh, it did. Yeah, they just used a handgun and a long gun, and you can't take those away because, you know, people need them for self-defense and hunting. Yeah. Maybe take away the fucking chemical castration drugs. Try that. I mean, if taking things away is what you do, at least take the right things away. Suspect had a firearm license that expired in 2024. Did not currently have any firearms registered to him. Him. H-I-M. Him. Not her. He had a dick. That's not a her. Suspect dropped out of Tumble Ridge Secondary School. There's no information at this point to suggest any of the victims at the school were specifically targeted. Police had attended the suspect's family residence on multiple occasions, dealing with Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Police had attended the suspect's family residence on multiple occasions over the past several years, dealing with the mental health concerns of the suspect. I am shocked. Sarcasm. This included one police attendance to the home approximately 2 years ago where 5 firearms were seized. Okay. Okay. The lawful owner of those firearms petitioned for them to be returned, and they were. Now, I'm actually fine with this. Right? I'm fine with this. If you are lawfully carrying a firearm, the police can't take it from you. Right? I'm just saying, if you have, look, this is a taboo topic in the 2A community, right? Now, I'm pro 2A, okay? Which means I think the right to bear arms shall not be infringed, okay? So you have a right to bear arms, and the government shall not infringe that right, okay? But you also have a right to move freely throughout the United States, okay? Unless you're a threat to public safety, okay? Like, you have a right to freedom of speech, unless you are giving death threats to people consistently, right? Like, then you are, you could be held civilly liable. Like, right, like the rights, right? The rights are absolute, given to you by God, right? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. However, right, we are also a nation of laws, right? And we need law and order. So we have to decide, okay, you have your rights from birth, from God, but if you meet a certain criteria, you don't have those rights anymore. So, just saying, if you are diagnosed with a mental illness like gender dysphoria, okay, knowing what we know, should you be able to get a firearm legally? I don't know, because, you know, like, I don't think fucking Bruce Jenner's crazy, right? I think that he can have a gun. I don't see any problem with that, but it's something we gotta look at, because I don't think that we're handing out fucking firearms to schizophrenics. Like, we got to figure this out. We got to at least have this conversation. We got to at least talk about it, right? Where is the right to bear arms restricted, right? Like, I mean, it's restricted when you are a high risk to the community, right? I don't even think that, you know, I think that we should loosen up the gun laws on felons, right? I think we should loosen them up. I don't think we should get rid of them. I think that if you're a felon, you know, like, you could be a felon for fucking, like, you know, the shit they tried to get Donald Trump for. It's like, you can't have a firearm? Like, what? No, I mean, if you're a violent felon who literally, like, shot people, maybe you need to take a 10-year timeout. Like, maybe you need to take a 10-year timeout, right? I have plenty of guns. I love guns. I love freedom. I don't think that my rights end where my right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness does not end where your First Amendment or Second Amendment right begins, right? So if you're a crazy person with a gun, I shouldn't have to be shot because you have a Second Amendment. And by the way, we're talking about Canada, and Canada doesn't even have a Second Amendment. What I'm saying is, if this happened in America, this is how I would feel about it. But look, here's the bottom line. This is a conversation that needs to happen, right? This is a conversation that needs to happen. We need to decide what to do about trans people, right? Because they are crazy. And I'm not saying that as an insult. I mean it. They're crazy. They have gender dysphoria. That's a mental illness. Like, we have to lovingly try to help them as a society, right? Love the sinner, hate the sin, you know? I don't hate trans people, but they're fucking crazy. I don't hate people with schizophrenia. They're fucking crazy, all right? I don't hate anyone except for the two people I told you about earlier: radical Islamic jihadist terrorists and pedophiles. Both of them I hate, right? I hate them so much that I would literally fucking bang, right? Like, so easy to figure out. Okay. Oh, God. What is this? Is this good or bad? It's hard to forgive. Former girlfriend of Norwegian Olympic biathlete responds to apology. I don't care. We're done with this shit. Something happened where somebody cheated on somebody, and that's not news. Okay, don't care. James Vanderbeek died at 48. Very sad. Very, very sad. He had cancer. I don't look at celebrities any different than I look at other people, if that makes sense. So like if somebody said, hey, Danny's aunt died, I'd be like, that's very sad. And that's what I mean by this is very sad. It doesn't mean that it's sad because he was famous. It's sad because it's sad. And because he was famous, it's news. I'm fine with that. And he, reached a lot of people, touched a lot of people. I hope when I die, there are going to be people that celebrate it, trust me. But I hope that there's also a few people that are like, that's sad, and that's all I want. And I think that he achieved that too. So, rest in peace, James. I think that he was generally a good guy. I saw some of his Instagram clips. He seemed like a very good guy. Family man for sure. I love Varsity Blues. It's such a fucking awesome movie. Yeah, look at this. This is why this is sad. It's sad because of this. It's not sad because he made movies. It's sad because he's leaving. Look at this. He's making people, and he made this connection with these little people who are going to grow up to hopefully be good people because he seemed like a good person. That's why it's sad. His movies have nothing to do with it. All right, one or two more before we head out of here. Airspace closure followed spat over drone-related tests and party balloon shot down. That's a mouthful. Apparently there was a fucking balloon that got shot down and they thought it was a fucking terrorist attack or some shit, and it just seems kind of stupid. But this is CBS News. An unexpected but brief airspace closure in the Texas border of El Paso stemmed from a disagreement between the Federal Aviation Administration and the Pentagon officials over drone-related tests, multiple sources close to the matter told CBS News. So, essentially, a high-energy laser, which is not what everybody... It's not the Jews. Like, a fucking insane people have already been like, oh, I told you the Jews... Told you the Jews burned Hawaii. Like, fucking shut up. There's literally YouTube videos of people popping balloons with a fucking laser. It's not hard. Yes, the military uses lasers. They popped a balloon with a laser, and everybody's losing their mind about it. But anyway, this is not really even that big of a story either. So I got all these are in the show links. If you're not happy with me diving deep enough into them, you go read them yourself. All right, Trump threatens to block opening of U.S.-Canada bridge. I would blow it up. I'd blow it up. I'd just blow up the bridge. In a controlled demolition, not while people are on it, all right? I don't know. No. I don't think... I think that we need to break up with Canada. I think we do. Especially because after that fucking school shooter just killed a bunch of fucking 12-year-olds, they were more concerned with naming it her as opposed to him, which is biologically accurate. Fuck Canada. It's fuck you Friday. And on top of Robert Barnes, we are going to say fuck you to Canada, not the Canadian people. Look, when I say Democrats, I'm talking about the party, not the people. I have a lot of friends that vote Democrat. They're amazing, wonderful people, right? When I say fuck Canada, I'm not talking about Canadian people, right? And it's very important to remember that because there's gaslighting going on where it's like, you hate brown people because you say illegal immigrants. You hate Canadians because you say fuck the Canadian government. You hate this, you hate that. Now, this is the gaslighting that they'll try to say with the whole Jews and Zionists. I just don't like the Israeli government. Okay, cool, me neither. I don't care, but you're not using it the way I use it. You're not using this the way I am, right? In fact, we'll end it with this. What the fuck is that bitch's name? What is that bitch's name? Is it Carrie something? Oh, wait, hold on. Yes, Carrie Prejean Baller. So, if you guys haven't seen this yet, what is this? 7 minutes? We're not doing that one. Let's go find a shorter clip. 1 minute.
One last follow-up. Since we've mentioned Israel a total of 17 times, are you willing to condemn what Israel has done in Gaza?
No, because I unilaterally reject that it's not a genocide. The only genocide ever carried out was on October 7th when Hamas tried killing every man, woman, and child they could possibly find. Hang on, let me respond.
70,000 innocent civilians killed?
Let me respond. So first of
Hold
all,
on. She just said 70,000 innocent civilians killed. It's not. Whatever, she's gonna lie like a cunt.
Condemn that.
And Carrie,
Just on the record.
he's already. Excuse me. Okay. As chair of the committee,
I think it's important we have this discussion.
I agree. I'm happy to answer.
and Carrie,
Anyway, if you guys haven't seen this yet, right? She went and did some committee thing about fucking, I don't know, Christianity, fucking religion. She went and did some religious, like, council thing. Here she is wearing a fucking pro-Palestine pin. She has apparently converted to Catholicism in like April or something like that. She hasn't even been a Catholic for a year, and she's somehow got on that council. I think the whole council's stupid, by the way, right? It's fucking stupid. The whole thing, all of it, right? It's like you don't need to fucking have a bunch of fucking influencers talking about like, and Dr. Phil talking about like religion and how we're gonna move forward. No, just go out there and fucking here. If you guys are listening and you're not watching, I'm pretending to type on a keyboard, right? Right? You don't need councils, right? And her being on that council proves that council was bullshit. There are some people on there that I like very much. I'm not saying I don't like Dr. Phil or I don't like Shabbos, whatever. I'm saying it's fucking performative, all right? It's performative, and it's not helpful. We don't need anti-Semitism laws. We don't need councils, right? What we need is people with balls. We need people who start speaking up, or even better, use your actual voice, make a video, right? Just fucking call it out. This is not hard. It's really not. We talked about this at the opening of this show. It is not hard to speak out against the current trend. It's not. It was very easy for me to say to the left, hey, you know, that mask you're wearing isn't going to do dick for COVID. And you look retarded for wearing it. That was not difficult. It shouldn't be difficult for anyone to take the truth, which is masks in a sterile environment. I'm talking like a fucking operating room, need to be replaced every 20 minutes, according to the fucking standards of the fucking health administration, right? But you're putting it in your fucking cup holder and just going back and forth in and out of Walmart thinking you're doing something. You're not. So that wasn't difficult for me, just like it's not difficult for me to say, if you are fucking using this whole anti-Israel bullshit to fucking push some type of political message, you're a fucking idiot. And if you're using your fucking religion, like being Catholic, to do it, you're not. You're not a fucking Catholic, you're not a Christian, and I know that people go, oh, you can't tell me who I... Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. I can do that. This whole fucking, judge not lest ye be judged. A lot of people misunderstand that part of the Bible where it's saying, they think it says you can't judge people. No, it means you shouldn't be a hypocrite, right? Judge not lest ye be judged, which is basically saying, judge all you want, but if you're gonna judge, don't be a hypocrite. And I'm not. I understand that Jesus is a Jew, right? I'm not retarded. It's completely hypocritical and antithetical to everything the Bible teaches if you're going to be attacking Jews while praying to one. Here he is, right here. Okay? That's my motherfucker right there, all right? I know I'll go to hell for saying it like that. I don't care. He'll forgive me. Yes, what it does say, so thank you for the layup, Celestial. What it does say in the Bible is judge them by their fruits. So judgment is something you can do, and I will judge all of you on Fuck You Friday. So let's add her to the list. So we got Robert Barnes, Canada, and this bitch. Where is it? Okay. One final one before we get out of here. By the way, she was fired from that council. And she is not taking it well. Okay? She's not taking it well. She's saying, I'm not fired. Hold on. Hold on. Dear John, no. Oh my God. And by the way, she's gotten like 90,000 followers in a week, because if you hate on Jews, it's very, like I said earlier, it's a business model at this point. Catholic hero. I'm trying to find the thing where she said, I'm not fired. She's literally, Dan Patrick was like, you're fired. And she goes, no, I'm not fired. Oh, she's fucking redhead libertarian. Got it. Catechism teaches the definitive unbreaking bond, blah, blah, blah. We believe the new and everlasting covenant. Hold on. Everlasting. Okay. Zionism is blasphemous to our faith, so our voice has been removed. You know what else is an everlasting covenant? The Abrahamic covenant. Fucking idiots. Anyway, it's so weird. I guess she posts a lot, but she said she's not fired, but she's fired. Okay, here we go. You did not appoint me to the commission, and you lack the authority to remove me from it. Right. So she said, I know POTUS cares deeply about religion. I look forward to next month's hearing, and I'm more determined than ever. She's fired, and she's basically saying, I'm not fired. She's like, I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. You're not going to be at the next hearing. You will be removed by security. I bet you're going to get invited on the Candace Owens show, though, so that's good. Anyway, one big final fuck you to Carrie Pre-Jean Baller. Fuck you. I grew up Catholic. I don't call myself a Catholic anymore. I have disassociated from the Catholic Church, but it's not because of this whole anti-Zionism shit, which is also pretty fucking bad. The Pope, even the Nostra Aetate, the Pope, the last Pope and this Pope have both said that these people are fucking retarded. So they're going against their own Catholic structure, right? But I left the Catholic Church because they covered up pedophiles. They literally protected pedophiles, which is ironic because people accuse me of that. Right? I left the Catholic Church after the Spotlight story came out, and I think that I don't know what to call myself, because I have a rosary right over there, right? My mom's rosary, I believe, is up there. So I was born and raised Catholic. I have an Irish Catholic mother, a Roman Catholic father, and I went to CCD, which is like Sunday school. I met the Pope in Italy. I went to Jubilee 2000 in Italy, right? I've seen the beautiful architecture, and I sort of feel like I still have that. But what I've seen and what I've noticed about Catholicism is it's a man-made institution that has so many flaws, and they don't do, they seem like it's more like a political organization, and I won't be a part of that, right? So what I do now is I go straight right there. Me and him talk. Me and this guy, we're like this. We're like this. right? We are right there. Me and Jesus, we're cool, right? Like, I don't need a priest who fucked a little kid to forgive me for anything, right? And I don't need an organization that covered it up to tell me whether or not, if I love the Jews or hate the Jews, it's right or wrong. I don't need that. I have a book. It's like 72 books, actually, but I have a book that tells me everything I need to know, everything I'm supposed to do. And one of the things it says I'm supposed to do is bless them. Genesis 12, 1 through 3. Anyway, let's do the shout-outs. Roadrunner 513 is in the chat. Celestial Heart is in the chat. If you guys want to get a shout-out, by the way, then you're going to have to head over to Rumble and join the chat, right? I do not shout out YouTube. I do not shout out X. You got to go to Rumble. Hi, Misfit dropping in to say hello. Same background as me. All right. I didn't know I was background, but all right. Tick Pickin' McGroin is in the chat. That is a Rumble comment, and we'll get shouted out. Cody Freeberg. Cody Freeberg in the chat. We got TPH14. 7 Legion Studios. Jews bad was a way to divert from the WEF is my conspiracy theory, and it seems to play out well. Maybe. Chelzone is in the chat. Patriot Pat Ohio 01. All of those are the Rumble comments. So if you want a shout out at the end of every show, join Rumble, get off of X, get off of YouTube, head over to the free speech platform. Rumble is the only free speech platform on the fucking internet. Nick186, you get a shout out. And Frog America Truck. Okay? I don't know if that's a Groiper thing or what, but fucking all right. There's a frog emoji, an American flag, and a truck. So I'm sure I'm not getting the reference. Maybe you're one of those fucking Gen Z cunts that talks with cartoons. I'm 40, so real quick, I have not had time to make here. Let me give you a little look-see at this hoodie. This hoodie is from I would say, I don't know how to say partners or what, but we're going to be working with me. I'm going to be working. 508 Jay Fisher gets a quick shout out. I'm going to be working with Patriot Tactical on some shit. I have to do a review for some of the gear they sent me, and we're getting some events coming up. And I'm very excited about it because Bill Goldberg is big with that company. I think he might be part owner. So we're going to be doing collaborations, and I'm going to put together an ad for the show. Maybe they'll want to become a sponsor. I would only, you guys know I don't do this for money. I said many times I would only do this if it was for a company that I was basically already, like, you know, something I would already purchase, something I really believe in, etc., etc. We also have the Patriot Pouch people. So if you are tired of giving your money to Tucker Carlson or fucking Zinn, woke right, woke left, go to Patriot Pouch on Instagram. I believe it's patriotpouch.com, but I don't know. But type in Patriot Pouch, go to their page. They have nicotine pouches as well. Those are 2 free shout-outs. Those aren't advertisings. Those aren't sponsors. Those are just... We're moving in a direction where I'm trying to keep my integrity, but maybe get a little bit of incentive for jumping on before I go to work, which I'm gonna do right now. Anyway, I gotta finish that shower, so I will see you all maybe Monday. You know how it works. I'm here when I'm here, and I'm not when I'm not. But